8:12 coming to you from the Sands in Bastille. This is WinFM, WinMediaSKN.com. You can listen to us on WinMediaSKN.com if you're having trouble catching us via the radio. And we're also simulcast Island T. We're also simulcast from 8 until 10 on TVC Channel 40. Saying special good morning to everyone. Hope everyone had a great weekend, and hope everyone managed to soak up some cricket.
They had a rainy night last night that stopped play for a bit, but we lost again. Oh my gosh.
Yes, so I heard. I saw that. Mr. Louis put down 50 or something, right?
Yeah, he put down 56 on the match that we played against Trinidad. Mm-hmm. 56 runs off of 38 balls. And
so wait, we lost 2 games?
You heard, back to back. We lost to Trinidad, which I knew we would, because I don't think Trinidad doesn't come to play, and I don't think we are aware of that. Or if we are aware, we didn't play our best. But Trinidad is not here to play with anybody. And last night, I was like, yes, we're going good. We got 1 out of 14. We continue to get more out of 20-something. And I'm excited. And then, womp, womp, womp. Then someone says, oh, the ball is wet. That's why they're dropping the ball. No excuse. Hello. Get sticky hands. All the people, catch the ball.
Yeah, everybody had the same
Kyle did
conditions,
good.
Right?
Kyle was bowling left, right, and center. I'm like, yeah, go sink it. And then, Stroops. Imagine St. Lucia got 202 at 7.5 overs. They didn't even make it to 20. So I wanted to know if the rain interrupted some vibe that we had, because as the commentator would have mentioned, this is the longest partnership in CPL history, and that was between Evan Lewis and Kyle Mayers. So Kyle Mayers played his best last night. He bowled his best last night, and I think he really deserved player of the match. As we saw, that was okay. They didn't get out. Okay. Yeah, so eventually he got out, but it was the longest because they were like at 100 and something before he got out. Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Boy, you really know your cricket.
Yeah, I love the game. I didn't go, but Lord.
I mean, you just sounded like a scientist there. You were saying something about 200 and something and sevens of something. And
okay, so Evan Lewis got 100 runs off of 54 balls, and Kyle Mayers got 92 runs off of 62 balls. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I really have to teach you the game. I'll teach you the game soon. But I think tonight is a break, and then tomorrow they're back at it. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it Tuesday or Wednesday?
No, tonight is somebody.
But
tonight is somebody.
But
wait, let me check.
Let me see.
Because I stopped watching the game last night when I realized you were gonna lose. I'm sorry. I stopped. I'm like, nope.
you saw like me. I remember like when I used to go to basketball, right? Before I went off. Whenever hitters was losing, I would just walk out to basketball city. I'm like, no, I'm not having it. Not today.
Exactly.
And then, but the thing is, I never had to do that.
Okay, so
often.
the next play is Wednesday. Yeah, so they're gonna get. But isn't somebody playing somebody tonight? So the next play is Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday, and then that's it for us.
Okay, so let me see.
But St. Lucia Kings came from behind, and that guy wasn't playing, boy.
Okay, so Kings come back against Patriots, and that's wow. Oh God. Yep. So how much did they score on Saturday?
The Patriots?
Yeah.
200 and something as well, but not enough to reach to Trinidad's 200 and something.
Okay.
Let me check it.
Yeah, Trinidad. Let me
tell you now. And, so Trinidad scored 250 for 4 off 20 overs, and St. Kitts had 206 for 8 off 20. So the Trinidad Knight Riders won by 44 runs.
I think I know enough to know 250 for 4. They really didn't come to play. It only took 4 people to get that score.
Yep.
Oh my God.
Well, 4 people that out. Only 4 people was out. Yeah, but it was good.
So when the game finished, people weren't out. There were at least 2 people who.
No. Once they said 250 for 4, that means those 4 were out.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Okay.
Yeah. And the 206, we had 8 persons that got out. Trinidad only had 4. God. So we had double the amount of Trinidad. And Trinidad had 44 more runs than us.
Is Louis the opening batsman?
I don't think so. No, it's normally
But he still
Fletcher?
scored. He still scored the most.
Yeah, he
though.
did well. He did well. He did
That's
well.
interesting.
Yeah, he did
I
well.
guess it's that home field thing, huh? Yeah.
So, yeah.
Didn't really work for the French with track and field. They only got one medal in track and field, I think.
But you see the lady from St. Vincent just got second somewhere? She's working, boy.
Shafiqua Maloney.
Yeah, she's
Oh, she got second?
Yeah, I just saw it. Literally
Oh,
just saw
I
it.
wonder if there was a
Let me tell you
continental
what
tour
game that was.
yesterday, I think. I was looking for it. I think there was a continental tour yesterday. And called Continent, for the people wondering. Continental Tour is a World Athletics meet. They have a series of meets throughout the year. And Continental Tour is what they call it. And then there's another World Athletics sanctioned meet called Diamond League Series. It's like it's sort of like, think of it like a league where you have cricket and so on. Well, it's sort of like that. At the end of the season, well, with the Diamond League, you get a trophy and you amass points and so on. Yeah, so I think there was a Continental League yesterday. What am I saying? A Continental Tour. Sorry. I was actually looking for it yesterday, but I couldn't find it. So, and then, with the back to school stuff and so, kids and all that. Yeah, so.
I'm looking for it here, but I'm not. I just literally saw it. I said Jamsta would be happy to know that.
Oh, let me find that. I'll find that easy.
Yeah. Oh, you have your app. But yeah, so kudos to, look at right here. Shafiqa Maloney finished second at the ISTAF Berlin 2024.
Yes, Continental
so that's
Tour.
Good.
Right? Yeah. And that was yesterday. Oh my God.
It says Vincentian athlete Shafiqa Maloney continues a fantastic season as she stormed to second place in the women's 600 meters.
Oh, 600.
At the ISTAF Berlin 2024. Maloney clocked 1 hour 22 minutes.
1 minute.
1 minute?
Yeah.
At a 600?
600 is like a 400 and a half.
Okay, all right.
And a 200.
Thanks for that correction.
So you start at the 200 line and then you run that and then you run another 400.
Yeah. Okay. So 1 minute 22. 1 minute. What's this? 1 minute. 20. I don't understand how to read this.
1 minute 22 seconds.
And they have 98 at the back.
Oh. So it's 1 minute 22.98 seconds. So almost just shy of 23 seconds.
Okay. Got you. Thanks for that too.
No problem.
A personal best and national record taking to social media. Maloney shared her joy over the result. I participated in the 600 today, and it was good to be back at that distance.
Oh, good.
So congratulations to
the person who won, that's the person I thought would have won.
Oh,
Mary Mora from she's from Kenya.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. At least she's still fighting.
That's good. Listen, and if you saw the race for Olympics, she is going to be a problem next year.
Shafiqa?
Yes. Okay. She's going to be a problem.
Next 4, so she got to keep up.
And next 4, she's going to be because next year they have world championships every year now. But she's going to be a problem next year in the coming years. And because I could tell she was 4th. I said, she's going to be a problem next year. Shafiqua Maloney, so big up to Shafiqua. And
congratulations to her.
Yeah. Second, that's good. I wonder who else was in that race. Let me see if they didn't mention. They didn't say who was third. They didn't say who was third. Anyway, that's good though. They have the race here. Okay.
Oh, you're checking out that race?
Yeah, I'll have to look. Okay. I'll watch it maybe between 10 and 11 or something. Yeah. That's Gotta big up our girls,
Yes, exactly. Because I was even looking on the music scene. I see Mr. Killer won big. I see Byron Messiah won big as well. So
on the Caribbean Music Awards?
Yeah.
Well, how come they didn't mention? I saw an article and they didn't mention those.
I saw it on Facebook.
Was Mr. Ridge.
Oh, yeah.
I mentioned Mr. Ridge winning for Bouillon from Dominica.
Pumpa.
Yeah.
Issa Banton.
They didn't mention that. Pumpa won for, I think, Song of the Year.
That song?
For A-List.
Okay. Yeah. A-List. Okay. Yeah, but I find...
So you're on the A-List, right?
No.
Kortensia.
No. I'm pretending to not know. Yeah, but you realize, though, I was wondering, Caribbean Music Awards, how come we just couldn't be on the Grammy? Why is it we needed to create our own?
Well, because, I'll tell you, there's someone from the Bahamas, of all places, a few years ago was trying to get soca and so on ratified for the Grammys. But it turns out that because we were so disorganized as far as performance and copyrights and stuff like that, that it was a nightmare trying to logistically to get that sorted out. So that's why we still reggae. They've always been. I mean, reggae has been a success for a lot longer. They've been at it a lot longer, so they're a lot more organized.
Yeah,
so
and their genre is in the
easier.
Grammys.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and so it's easier for them, and you know, so that's a problem. And it's been about 10 years or 15 years since that lady tried to get and it just never got off the ground.
Okay.
So this is why we have the Caribbean Music Awards. You know.
Yeah, so our very own Barry Messiah won. Well,
we had one here actually.
Oh, we did?
Or was it the Soca Music? No, that was the Soca Music Award. Sorry.
I don't know. Yeah, but he won. He made mention of Nicha B, Mark.
Nicha B was
Highlight. No. He made mention of those folks, as he said. Those were people
Byron.
he looked up to, before he started. Yeah.
Well, that's good. That's good that he bigged up those people.
I'm trying to find.
And last week, in some sad news, in the meantime, Mariah Carey lost her mother
and her sister
at the same time. Last Sunday, I think it was, which is very strange, you know. And she wasn't really handling it very well, because imagine you lose your mom and your sister on the same day.
Yeah.
You know.
That cannot be handled well, because it's two people that you obviously love, two people that are your blood, the one that brought you into the world, and your sister that you're probably closest with, and that's it. Boy, so condolences to Mariah Carey. I'm looking at the awards here, and it says Marcia Griffiths and Cedella Marley received honorary awards at the 2024 Caribbean Music Awards. Dexter Dapp's Charms as Skinny Fabulous wins big at the 2024 Caribbean Awards. Pumpa, Mr. Rid, Skinny Fabulous, and others shine at the 2024. And they said Pumpa takes home Impact Award. Mr. Killer won Soca Performer of the Year at the Caribbean Music Award. Yeah.
I realized I actually read an article on the show on Spin Cycle on Friday, but I realized what I did. It was a Virgin Islands newspaper article, and they only really concentrated on Pumba, and it didn't click at the time. It didn't click at the time that, wait, this list should be a lot longer. So only after you started reading that stuff, I realized, so I missed all that other stuff, because I was so preoccupied over the weekend with,
but
back
you
to
realize,
school.
It's back to school today. But before we go on to back to school, you realize that the guy Ravi B and the next Chutney Soca artist from Trinidad was making noise that their genre was not included in the Caribbean Music Award, and the fact that they would have won in their country for their genre of music, they were pretty surprised that they were not included.
Yeah, but it can't be included in everything, you know.
Yeah.
So,
oh boy.
So I'm here looking at the article on 5. The 2024 Caribbean Music Award took place on August 30 in Flatbush, Brooklyn, New York. The most appropriate locale for just an event outside of the Caribbean itself. They got that right. The neighborhood has a rich history of Caribbean culture, with many of our island brothers and sisters finding a sense of familiarity there whenever they touch down in the concrete jungle. On this occasion, the familial vibes were high as host Queen of Dancehall Spice and comedian Major Hype reminded the King's Theatre crowd that all Caribbean nations deserve recognition. And so they had, there were performances from artists throughout the tropical region, including Trinidad's Ravi B. So he performed, but he didn't win anything. But I say he took home an award for his contributions to Chutney Soca. Really?
That's what I'm saying now, but before that he was saying they weren't included. So I don't know if that was that one was before. I'm trying to find the article. Yeah,
and lead pipe and Just Jay of Barbados and Skinny Fabulous will go on to have a very good night. Okay, so and Nyla Blackman, that song Come Home, that big song from 2023 actually. So I'm gonna have to go through this because I don't know what I was thinking. Realizing that, I guess I felt so good at Pumpo one, being a kitchen and all that.
You didn't realize?
I didn't realize that. They should This list should have been a lot longer, you know. And just reminding the listeners that AZ, of course, is not with us anymore. And we wish him all the best for his the next chapter of his life, I guess. And of course, yeah, he knows we'll probably have him as a guest from time to time. Let me see what's going on in the chat.
Yeah, let's touch it back to school, because I came this morning, to my surprise, to see we have couple speed bumps in front of the school right across from us, and they're painted, and the paint is coming off because the rain is falling, so they'll have to repaint them again.
Oh, let's listen a little bit to this before maybe I come into this. The song is called September.
That is you. Who take care of the picking them? Lord protect them. And them way back to school. Me coulda write a book about how the summer went. Me know you touch some money that you shouldn't spend. You shoulda follow mine, but you a follow trend. And left the youth alone and gonna dance, not do it again. Yeah, how much we do the edges slip and style the ends. Who party first and the private children. Not even shoes, khaki book, not even pen. And I fi borrow from my next student. In September morning, picnic fi go to school. A bag of money pull up, a selector play no fool, alright. Big up the real parents. Think responsible. September morning, picnic fi go to school. A bag of money pull up, a selector play no fool, alright. Big up the real parents. Think responsible. In a them head, this a go leave an impact. Now mind the youths, them colder than a winter. Buy out the bar, buy out the crates like you a finsack. When you see the school shop,
that's scary. And track called September. I got that over the weekend.
Did you take your kids' picture this morning? Because everybody's taking pictures and posting.
Oh, people do that? No,
of course.
I don't know.
Everybody's out this morning. All the parents, the kids have their nice little hairstyles. You know, they're in their new dan, as we say, their new clothes. I heard there's some kids.
Oh, so y'all used to get dan clothes in Guyana?
Yeah,
everybody knows. We had a factory here.
Yeah, everybody know about dan.
If I tell you where that's a factory, you'd be surprised. It started downstairs. You gave me that look. It was downstairs. You know that area that Island Hopper uses.
Yeah.
The whole underground area there. It used to be there.
Okay.
It used to be down on the downstairs of TDC in the basement. Yeah. And then they moved it up there eventually.
Oh, to the industrial side. Yeah, so everybody's going to be out and about, Jam. So the kids are going to have their bags with their names engraved in them. Listen, the parents are going to go above and beyond to ensure that their kids are the bomb on their first day of school. So, yeah, as I said, I was told the speed bumps stationed in front of almost all of the schools. Yeah.
But I got the impression, were they done this morning or?
No, I don't think so.
So
I don't think the concrete will hold up for that.
So what?
Maybe I don't understand the paint, because the paint is washing off already. So they may have to use.
I don't think it's that. Maybe it's just how it was painted.
No, the paint is literally on the road. Off? Yeah. Okay. It's washing off. So they'll have to add new paint to that to ensure.
Okay. Yeah. I just thought it was odd when I came this morning. I saw the truck and they had the road blocked off, and
yeah. So maybe the truck was putting in the yellow.
But I don't know if that. I wonder if they just painted it.
That's what I'm saying. So maybe the rain's not gonna help, and the rain's gonna. It's scheduled. You know me and this weather. Because the weather says one thing, Jamsa, and it just changes up on you. Because it says it should rain until today. Let me pull it. It's okay. So by 9 it should be over. Then it's gonna have. I see they have clouds and lightning and everything at 3 p.m. again. And then 4 p.m. up comes the rain, 5 p.m. the rain, 6 p.m. it's just cloudy, 7 p.m. it's rain again, 8 p.m. it's just cloudy, it's just cloudy, it's just cloudy, it's just cloudy. And then the rain starts again at 4 a.m. tomorrow.
What do you use for your weather? Which site you use for your weather? Which platform?
Actually, there's not. I don't have a particular site. I just use. When you have on your location, they send you stuff. That's what I use. All right. So it's I should have mentioned this at the top of the show, but we got too excited about the cricket. And I forgot to do my shout outs. I normally do my Monday shout outs. And it's our first show in September. So for those of you locked and enjoying it, thank you for joining. So good morning, Cleo. Good morning, Carla. Good morning, Mr. McMahon. Good morning, Gawain. Good morning, Beatrice. Good morning, Javon and Dennis in New York. Miss White, Miss Nisbet Richards. Good morning, Mom. Good morning. Calvin Burke. Good morning. Mr. Edwards. Good morning. Miss Anita there in St. Thomas. Good morning. Rusty. Good morning. Burl Jones. Good morning. Livingstone. Good morning. Chev, Mishi, Colin. Annette Frank. Good morning. Eric Duport. Good morning. Roberto Chapman. Good morning. Good morning, officer. Good morning, Linda. Good morning, Miss Margaret. Mr. and Mrs. Isaac, good morning. Good morning, Fidel. Good morning, Boxer. Sorry. Good morning, Edith Bradley. Good morning, Culture. Good morning, Jam Down. Good morning, Dumpling. Sharon Yulana, Levy, Brian, Kevon Germain, Brent, Elda. Well, I said Jam Down already. Mr. Coffee, Shine, good morning. Jawale, good morning. For everybody that's listening, good morning. And here comes the beautiful officer today. I don't know what she's going to talk about yet, but I'm sure she has something good in store for us.
And we're going to go take a break, and we come back and have the good officer.
Pull up a selector, play no fool, alright. Big up the real parents, think responsible.
We're different. We're 98.9. 98.9. Win FM.
Be careful on the road.
When it comes to the important things in life, your health, your education, your choice of a life partner, and of course your insurance provider, only the best will do. Caribbean Alliance Insurance is the only insurance company in the Eastern Caribbean with an A excellent rating. We have a robust 3-tier reinsurance strategy that protects our policyholders from multiple catastrophes, even if they occur in quick succession. We spread our risks over 18 territories, ensuring minimal impact to individual territories when a disaster strikes. We provide an excellent claims experience. Claim settlement is usually between 24 to 48 hours. Our A excellent rating means that you are more secure with us. Contact us for motor, property, marine, public liability, employer's liability, and other policies. Dalil Walwyn, people you can trust. Local agent for Caribbean Alliance Insurance. Tomorrow secured.
Be careful on the road. Don't make it an episode.
8:35, and Traffic Talk is brought to you by Caribbean Alliance Insurance, and we've got the good officer in studio. Good morning. What's up?
Good morning, Jamsta.
Mm-hmm. I am hearing you loud and clear now. I'm good. Started off. Okay, so I'm gonna have to come and fix that.
Yes, please. Thank you. Oh boy.
I certainly have to do that. So, in the meantime, maybe you can hold it, and I'll come over and fix it, and she can start.
Yes. Good morning to the listening audience via the internet, and good morning to Kortensia.
Good morning, officer.
I hope everyone had a blessed and pleasant weekend. I did. Yes.
You always look shiny on a Monday, I must say. You always look refreshed on a Monday.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's the blessing of the Lord.
Oh, praise him.
Yes.
Brother Greg would like that, you know.
Pardon?
Brother Greg would like to hear like us.
This morning I'll be talking about the restrictions for the CPL games, which it started on Saturday. And as we know, school is reopened today for some of the schools.
Who's
Maricilia going to open on Wednesday.
Oh, okay.
And I also have some information to bring to the public. Of the resurfacing of the road from Airport Roundabout to St. Peter's.
Okay.
So I'll start off this morning with the restrictions for the CPL games. The parking and the no entries.
Okay.
So parking will not be permitted on Victoria Road on either side, either east or the western side. Parking is restricted on East Park Range from the Bastia High School down to Lozak Road on the western side. On the eastern side, parking is restricted from the last house just by the gate, by the Warner Park. So you have empty land there, go straight down to Lozak Road. That's on the eastern side. Parking is restricted for patrons on Lozak Road from East Park Range to Hart Street. And Hart Street is the street by the prison. Yes. So that space there is for VIP and government officials.
Okay.
We also have no entry on Victoria Road. You only can travel from south to north. You cannot come from north to south. On East Park Range is north to south. On the road behind NHC, there is no parking, absolutely no parking there. And traffic will only be allowed to flow from west to east. So you cannot come from Wellington Road and come into East Park Range. You can leave East Park when you go to Wellington Road. So absolutely no parking. We also have the signs. The signs were down for the 2 games, Saturday and Sunday. We took them up. They'll be placed tomorrow evening from midnight again.
Yeah, for Wednesday's game.
Yes, Wednesday, and they will take them up Wednesday evening and then put them down Thursday for Friday and so on.
Okay.
Because the game go up to
Sunday.
the 8th. Yes.
Yeah. Sunday's the last day game.
Yes. We know that school reopens today.
Yeah.
For most of the schools, I'm asking the general public or the motorists, please to be cautious when you're driving. Remember, these children are our future generation, our future. Yes, so be careful with them. Also drive within the speed limit. We know in built-up areas 20 miles per hour. And especially when you're in school zones. One should not overtake in school zone. They place some speed bumps around the schools. We have the Beach Allen. We have the Bastia High School. We have the Washington Archibald High School. All these have speed bumps. We also have the Dr. William Connor Primary School. That's on Wigley Avenue, and we have on Boone Avenue. We also have down at Irish Town School and the Tucker Clark, and also out, just out here
outside,
from by
yeah.
Win FM, by Immaculate Conception. So I'm asking the general public when you're driving, please to look out for these children. Not only by the school, because remember some children have to walk from school to go home.
Yes.
So also look out for them when you're driving. And children, be mindful of the vehicles. Do not cross when you're not supposed to cross or when you should not cross. Especially down by the traffic point. Yes, there are lights down there. And wait until the man come up to say walk. Do not cross because it's a crossing. I also noticed that the traffic light by Baker's Corner is out.
Yeah.
So please be cautious when you're driving there. Remember, look to your right to make sure nothing is coming. And also when you're going around the roundabout and those that are coming from Pond Road, please to make sure that the vehicles are not coming when you're going around.
Let me ask a question. That was something I was going to ask you about. I was wondering if that was deliberate or maybe the light is faulty at Baker's Corner?
I think it's faulty. It's not deliberate, no.
So
Because all the others are working.
Okay,
Yes.
so what are you guys going to be doing as far as safety policing in that area in the meantime?
I spoke to the director for Public Works, and he said he noticed that they are working on it.
Yeah, but what about having
Well, we
an
can't do
officer?
nothing right now, well.
No, but I mean,
We have to
couldn't you-
drive it cautious right now.
No, but this is what I'm thinking. You know how when you're going up on East Square, right? And you know there's a line that's maybe about 15 feet down from the top of the road. With the light off, most people I find are not very conscientious. They'll probably try and go up there. We might end up having problems. So, I'm just wondering if.
You mean coming from East
Well,
Independence Square?
yeah.
When you
'cause
come up and you look to make sure nothing is coming, and then you go,
Okay.
if something is coming across, then you know you should not block a road. Well, we should
Okay.
not, but persons do it.
Okay. But wouldn't it be a good idea to at least have an officer there, traffic warden or something, just to make sure people do the right
and the
thing?
traffic wardens are by the schools right now.
Oh, well, yeah.
Yes.
About a traffic officer. That's what I meant. Or something like that, you know.
But
Yeah.
we'll see what we can do. But
yeah. I was just thinking about the safety
we just
implications.
have to drive like when we didn't have the lights.
And I was pretty impressed that I saw the drivers slowing down and being kind to each other this morning
Oh,
on my
that's
way to
good.
work. Yeah, they were being really
That's good,
nice.
that's good.
Even those that were coming, you have to give way to traffic from your right.
Yeah.
So people were doing that, and then people were slowing.
Yeah.
It was a nice flow.
Because when I was coming down, me and my wife were debating whether, she said, well, you think it's deliberate?
No,
or
it's not.
That's what I said. I said, nah, probably something is wrong. Yeah. Okay.
But they are working on it.
But you see, I have a lot of faith in you all. I was actually thinking maybe y'all were trying something. It crossed my mind. No, it crossed my mind. It crossed my mind that maybe you said, maybe.
Remember
so
when
I even
school
said,
opened, the traffic is
I even
so
said, I don't
busy.
I know.
Yes. Because I
Yeah, but
came
when you
this
think about
morning,
that, yeah.
the line of vehicles out there. And children go in school for the first time, so the parents want to go in and make sure they are settling.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Okay.
No, it's not nothing we're doing.
Okay. It crossed my mind. I said it was an outside chance that maybe they were trying something. I don't know.
I don't think they will try it there in that busy area.
Yeah, that's a good point, especially with the school right there. Yeah. Okay.
But this should be resurfacing or doing the road sometime this week from the airport roundabout up to the entrance to the runway. That's up St. Peter's by the hut.
Yeah.
So sometime this week they'll start on it. So I'm just asking the drivers, you're going to see signs say detour, just detour, because work is going on. And make sure you obey the rules and the signs. So if you come out like from Gillard's Meadow, you come out, you won't be able to turn left. So you'll have to take a right and then go across on New Road, housing project. So instead of going down on the main road, you take a right and you go. And then, I don't know where they will have to end up. I don't know how they'll do it, but we'll see. Yes. Because if you come down there, you don't have to end up on the main road. And if they're going, well, maybe they'll do it in stages. I know they'll do it in stages. Or even the one side of the road and then go on the other side. So, we'll get things done. So I'm asking the general public, please, to be guided accordingly with the signs that you're going to see. And I apologize for any inconvenience caused that it will hamper our driving, especially those. And like how school we open, I know people are going to be rushing to take the children to school and also to work. So just be guided accordingly with the signs. Jamsta, I don't know if you have any call.
Okay, so callers, let us grace us with your calls. I'm sure you have questions, comments, complaints, even. The officer's back is broad, so let's go.
It's not so broad, Jamsta.
So how was have to take it? Were persons ticketed since the CPL started?
Yes.
Oh, boy.
I think the first night, 7 tickets were issued.
And did they know that the signs were visible, so they knew they couldn't? Okay,
Yes.
okay. Just making sure.
Really? So you mean just people doing bad stuff around the park? you know?
Parking where they shouldn't park.
Wow.
Is parking available in the Bastille High
Yes.
School for the cricket? Okay.
Parking is absolutely, yes. And it's a lot of space.
Plenty.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So persons, instead of getting your vehicle towed and have to pay the $100 and the $200 for the towing, come to the Bastille High School, and there is absolutely well lit. It is well lit, and officers will be there because I was there the first 2 nights. So you have security looking at your vehicle.
Okay. So you were there as a security, or you were there during the matches?
No. I was there working.
Working. Oh boy. So you
Yes.
didn't get to enjoy the matches. Okay.
I don't know anything about
Cricket?
no.
Oh gosh, I didn't like it either, but I learned now, and Lord, I love the game.
All you have to do is go to the party stand. Come
To
on.
where?
Come on,
Well,
man.
how you gonna learn in
I
the
do a
party
party.
stand, Jamsta?
Who said you're going there to learn cricket? You're going there to have a good time.
But then she said, I will learn. So
Yeah, she will
everybody
learn.
to have a good time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going party stand. I'm going in the stands, but I need to know the game because I need to enjoy what I'm watching.
What you should be doing is that you're going to watch cricket, right? You're in the party stand and Mikhail Louis out, and you say, "Hold my beer. I can do better than that."
And go down.
And go down and bat.
Okay,
yeah.
I will.
Yeah.
I will do it on Wednesday, Jamsta.
Listen, I'm looking forward to Wednesday, and I hope. Oh boy, I know that's gonna be a tight one. That's
We're
gonna
playing
be
on Wednesday.
Guyana and tickets. Yeah, that's
So who
gonna
are
be
you backing?
Guyana.
No, this is a fraught conversation, huh? So I'm going to extricate myself.
Listen, I back Patriots every other night. Listen, last night my heart hurt again. I stopped watching the match when I realized St. Lucia started tearing up the chats officer. I just was like, I'm done. I literally didn't even know the score until the end. But yeah. But any other thing that we need to warn the road users about?
And we know their rain. This is the rainy season. Remember, when you're driving, have consideration for other road users as well. Do not dash through a puddle of water.
Oh, you read my mind. You read my mind.
Yes.
You know, on the agro strip,
Yes.
there's this puddle, and you see those people put a plank in there. Nobody's gonna run through that. They have a like a standing halfway plank, so you know nobody's gonna run that plank to splash the vendor
The
that's
water.
selling right there. So yeah, I just think it's funny, but I say, hey, the people are protecting themselves because people don't have no heart. Instead of avoiding the puddle,
Yes.
they're just gonna splash it on the folks. So yeah.
Let me ask you a question. What's the thinking behind the police escort the police escort for the teams? What's the thinking behind the sirens and all that?
What is it?
Is
thinking?
it? I was just wondering if it's necessary. I'm not just wondering.
Yes.
I'm just wondering how it works.
Because remember, even if they see a police vehicle and the siren is on, people wouldn't give way to the traffic. And even sometimes the siren is on, they're still gonna dare it.
Are you
So for
serious?
them to get through with ease, you put on the siren.
Okay.
And let person know that something is coming.
Okay, but that's what I was thinking. But I just wanted, because someone asked me and I
You have to
said
get them through with
that's what I
ease
told them.
from
But
the
I wanted
traffic.
to hear it from you. So yeah, okay, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if the bus is just going and maybe they may be running later and the traffic is going, nobody going to pull over for them.
Are you serious?
I'm
People
talking
actually.
about without
Yeah, I
a
know.
police escort.
Oh, okay.
Right, so once police is there, you know, once the police presence is there.
That's terrible.
Yes.
What is the offense for? Just in general, not even this, but what is the offense? I mean, what is the penalty for example, an emergency vehicle has a siren on, maybe heading to an emergency, and someone doesn't stop? What
I
happens?
Can't say offhand, but
Okay.
the person could be charged.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. It's
Because
8:50.
remember, we always have to give way to emergency vehicle, especially ambulance and fire truck.
Yes, we were talking about that on Fireproof on Friday as well. Yeah, about they were complaining about the fact that sometimes people don't,
They do not give.
so they
don't
really
adhere.
have to,
Yes.
Okay, so it's 8:51. If you have any calls to the officer, feel free to call us 466-0989, 662-0989. Let me see if there's anything on the chat. Let us see for. It says, well, they need to put police by the light when it's not working. And what will they do when this officer retires? Many have tried, but none has been able to command this stage. She knows these streets, rules, and regulations. Wow.
Aww.
Thank you.
Wow.
Oh, look at that. Oh. Oh boy. Yeah, I see. Oh yeah. But that person said that. But that's good though. That, as I said, people are heeding and they are giving way. But I don't know when the traffic continues to get more and more. Because I came out at minutes to 8.
But then, you know, around this time, so the traffic will soon slow down. If it doesn't happen by midday, then that's where the traffic gonna get heavy, and then we'll have to put someone there.
Okay.
But you know, around 9 o'clock, so Because most persons don't take the children to school.
No, okay. Yeah, because
Yeah.
it's 8:52. The kids
Yeah.
should already be in school. But you think that's an easy fix, though?
I don't know.
Okay.
If
'Cause
it doesn't, then we'll have to put someone there to direct the traffic.
I just thought this morning, I say, up comes an obstacle on the first day of school. Because when I looked ahead, everything else was on. And I'm like, what's going on with this one? But I thought it was just that one. And then driving up, I'd be like, oh boy, the folks that have to come out.
Yeah.
Just between,
East.
right there. You know where the cricket advert is at? You're
Yeah.
coming out to go up the road, Wellington Road.
Mhm.
I say, boy, they're going to have a little trouble, because hopefully people give way to them as
Because
well.
as long as you're not stop,
Yeah.
persons don't adhere for you to
Yeah.
get out.
Yeah, but I just hope it works itself out. And I just hope we have a week free of incidents, accidents, and that people adhere to what you've been saying. As somebody say, you're going to be hard to replace.
I don't think so.
Aw.
I don't think
Some,
so.
what do you think of this? Someone says, I think the small street on Taylor's by the brewery, I guess they mean the brewery's depot up there, needs to be
Needs
a
to be
one way.
one-way.
So which one do you
The
think?
small street. That's one by the girls' guide they're talking about.
That's what I'm wondering. Or the one that
It's
goes
not-
Yeah.
over the Brisbane's? I'm not sure.
But it's I know which one. The one, when
Girls'
you're
Guide?
coming out. No, not Girls Guide. We going further up by
Are you
the
talking
brewery
about
depot. The brewery
where
depot.
Yeah,
Bristol,
Yeah, by the
Winston Hill
optical.
Fortress had a building.
Yeah, by the optical place,
Mm-hmm.
the glasses place. Yeah.
So the one coming out from the school.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Because remember, both of them technically coming out from the school, but the one on the higher part coming out from, let's say, Washi. That one.
If that was one way, which way would it be?
Mm.
Would it be coming out or going up?
And if we go up, then we'll force the traffic over on this side by the girls' guide, because remember you cannot go straight up by Washi School.
Oh, okay.
Because you have a blind corner there, and they used to have a lot of accidents, so they make it a one way just down.
Yeah, that's
So if
true.
you make it a one way up, then you're going to force all the traffic over on the other side. Unless you make it a one way up and down on the other side. Everybody come up on the eastern one and go down on the western one and go down on the eastern one. By the girls, that's the only how it can be done.
And the other way wouldn't make sense.
Which other way? Come up?
Yeah.
No, because you cannot go across.
You can't go up. Yeah.
The person is
that's the high
saying
school.
you can go up and down. I think it should be a one way
At
at
certain
a certain
times.
times. Well,
During
the person
school
said
time.
during school time. Yeah, so
Yes.
they're thinking like you during school time.
Yes, that's the only how, because remember
Yeah.
people live.
Yeah, right
Yes,
there.
right, yeah.
But do people? I mean, take for example. You know how going across South Square Street used to be like a periodic one way, right? Like I think 7 p.m. Then you could drive across
Okay,
and
like
so on.
Central Street.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Do you guys have trouble with people observing those? And is that like problematic if you have, especially let's say that
During
and
school time.
you think that would be a problem because some
Right.
people might say, "Oh, I didn't realize it's just this time," or "I was here like 8 o'clock and I saw somebody drive. I thought you could, would-
And then you have a traffic one always down there. So she'll be able to enlighten them, that during this time. So. And then you'll be able to get it in. After first, you have problem, but then after doing it, you get accustomed to it.
I've also heard people saying that you all should allow people to drive down when you're coming east, to drive down by the square. And what was
Which
the other
square?
one?
Down here?
I mean, no, Church Street, sorry. Yeah, and down by the square. So I said no because
Which one?
it's
East or West Square Street? Oh,
no, I
you're
mean
coming
if
from
you
west.
Canal Street. Yeah, you're coming in,
Oh.
and they're making the point that they don't think you would really make a difference. It wouldn't cause any problems. They think it's inconvenient that you have to drive so much further just to.
Yeah, but then if the persons turn from west going down,
You're turning
it will
across the
hold up the
traffic.
traffic too,
Yes.
because remember the light going the same
Yes,
time.
exactly. That's what.
And then I will have to stop for you to turn down and then hold up. And remember, there's a next light just across the road by the
Oh boy.
Baker's
Yeah.
Corner. Yeah, so
Oh boy.
I remember some of us don't have road courtesy. So we'll stay there for a good while before we could turn, and then the traffic will back up over on the other side.
Okay.
Yes.
So we got to work with what we have.
For now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So to the motorists, crossing guards guide and control the flow of traffic, directing and escorting pedestrians across street, and stopping traffic when necessary. So you'll see the traffic warden stepping out on the road. Please adhere to them. Because before they step out, they put up the stop sign. So you can see. So when they step out on the crossing, please adhere to it. Let the pedestrian or the students or whoever they're crossing, cross freely.
Okay. You did say adhere to the traffic wardens, but you don't want people sticking to the traffic wardens. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. I'm just saying.
Jamsta.
I'm just playing with
Sticking
you.
to them.
I'm just teasing. I'm just teasing.
Adhere to them when they come out.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. They're there for all of our safety.
Yes.
Every single one. Yeah.
Okay.
And also remember the crossing down by KFC. It is not a crossing. Yes, the paint is coming off. Yes, we're trying. We're going to get it out. Maybe sometime this week. But please do not use down there. Do not use that crossing.
The crossing is further down. There's
Only
no
two
crossing at
crossing there.
KFC. Yeah.
By the museum and by Social Security.
Social Security.
Even people crossing when they come up from Port Zante to go over into Rams.
That's
Yes.
mad. Because that's a very wide road and traffic is normally coming both ways. We have to be mindful.
Person crossing there.
Folks.
What was the thinking behind stopping traffic from? I just wondered. That's curious. Coming
I won't
out.
be able to say Jamsta.
Oh, you don't know. Okay.
No.
All right. And there was another question that I thought of that I remember a few weeks ago thinking I need to ask. Can you guys do something about, is it possible? I find a lot of people, because actually I remember I was driving in that area and people were crossing the road. But this, I find, is part of the culture. People have this way of, they're crossing the street and they take their own sweet time as though it's almost a kind of,
You have to let me pass.
you have to let me pass, so I'm going to take
Yep.
my own sweet time. I mean, I know there are laws in other countries about, crossing the road in a reasonable time. Is that something that has ever come up?
No.
You don't think it's something
Even on the
that...
crosswalk, yes, you have the right to cross, but don't just glide across. Walk that.
But that's what some people... And though, for example, in front of Ramses, it's extra wide. And you see people, they walk across as though they're sightseeing. I mean...
And some person
And
want to get through before the light change.
Yeah. You're finally getting a call. What is up with y'all, man? Y'all call at 9 o'clock. I've been asking for calls for the last 20 minutes, and then you know what's going to happen? When we finish, they're going to call during the break. I know the way they do that at.
Here.
Clearly. So 9 o'clock. So Sophie, give you the last word. If the call happens to come through. Okay, here we go. Good morning, latecomer. Go ahead with your question. Mm-hmm.
Good morning, Win FM.
Yes.
Yes.
This is talking traffic.
Yes.
Yeah, morning. The officer just speaking about the crossing by cases. Why not have some presence Monday, Wednesday, and Friday to tell the people that it's not a crossing?
Monday, Wednesday, and Friday?
Yeah, you could do that. Send an officer there
Okay.
and to stop the people. And also, she was saying about tint last week, I guess. The tint thing, they have to get more serious with the tint thing, because at night, some cars don't see at all, and then some vehicles come out. I think they should check a month, like 1st of November to December, and everybody take out a tint. I don't know what people have to hide. Only the police and the government are supposed to have tint, man. This tinting is a serious thing. You can't see.
Where you want to see it?
a lot of vehicles.
No. I gotta challenge you on this one. Where you want to see into the people's car? I don't get it. You assume everybody's a criminal?
What I'm saying to you,
Everybody's a criminal?
What you have to hide? No, I don't say that. I wouldn't say. But what you have to hide so that then when you can't see so that.
You must
I
be a
think some
policeman
people
because only police people think like that.
No,
Everybody's a
Jamsta,
criminal.
It's not.
That's how it
It's
seems.
not only police.
But she speak up. They'll be looking at tint this week, and trust me, it's like you only have 10% of tint come off a vehicle.
You would love it.
You understand? I'm coming from your Jamsta, but
No, I don't. You would love it in Russia. You should move to Russia. You'd love that kind of thing. Okay.
Yeah, I agree with your views there, sir. But if you move around at night, man, and you see some vehicles, you go crazy. What you have that?
But why do you want to see into? Do you go around wanting to see into people's houses? I mean, like, do you go around telling people?
We don't have to exaggerate. It just,
I'm not. It's the same thing. Or why do you have? Why do you allow people to have curtains?
I agree with you, Carlo.
Me too.
I so much agree with you.
Actually, this is my policy. From the 1st of November to the 1st of December, and if they don't remove the tint, we take your license for 2 years.
Ooh, that's a rough one, boy.
People are very willful. When the government takes it off in less than a week,
They put it back on.
Yes,
Yeah.
that is so true.
yeah, so this is something they have to do somewhere somehow. You have to stick to their policy. The government says 25 is, if that's the maximum, you have to be 25. Otherwise, we take your license for 2 years. So we stop you and you could use them at night, or you go to the court or something.
Listen to the authoritarian.
Oh boy.
Wow.
Mr. Jamsta.
Thank you, Carlo.
Thank you, Carlo.
Hello.
Yes, indeed. Peace and love. But yeah, that's true. He's right. Sometimes,
You take-
like just the other day, it was like just after 7, and I was like, shucks, I can't even see in that car. I couldn't
Even
see the
in the
person
morning,
moving the wheel.
Either you cannot see them.
Yeah. And it was not anybody whose car you don't need to see into.
Again, why you want to see? By default, why would you want to see?
If something were to happen to the person in there,
It was 89 degrees yesterday.
Yeah, but listen, it's
And
not
Sunday
seen
and
in
Saturday.
but that thing don't help.
The law states that 35% and it's 35%. It is in the books. It is on the books, yes. So whatever is in the law, we have to abide by it. It's not that we want to see in somebody vehicle, but the law states 35%. Yes, and also you need to see the driver.
Yeah.
Because sometimes person driving
I
behind
understand
you
that.
and they do not have a license.
That part I understand, but
Yeah.
just to
So-
say, well, for example, you want to be able to see everybody in the car. I mean,
No, but at least be visible.
it's giving everybody's a criminal. You know, and I don't like
It's
it.
not that
No.
giving everybody a criminal. No, Jam, so you have it wrong.
Jams about me and you're not going to overdo the tint on our car to get pulled over and say that we can't have that one.
You have more than 35% on, less than 35% on your vehicle, Jamster?
Say less.
No.
Traffic talk. Go ahead. Traffic talk. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Absolutely, you have to be investigated first, you know.
Huh?
You have to look at a big drive.
Say that.
There's too much trouble here. You have to look at Jamsta vehicle first.
Oh, boy, the person you come back to get Jamsta. Oh, look at his vehicle first.
Touche.
Oh, boy.
Oh, that's terrible. Okay. So at least we have fun on the show, right?
Yeah.
You don't want to come on the show and it's
Yeah.
like
It was a good show. It was
Yeah,
a
it was a
productive
good
show.
show.
So, folks, please be mindful at the schools. Be mindful everywhere, as the officer said. Not just at the schools that have the speed bumps that will slow you down. Follow the rules when it comes to cricket. You want to enjoy yourself. You don't want to have to pay a ticket before or after the game. So,
Come out after the game and
your vehicle is
there.
not there and you can't get home. So, please, as she said, there's plenty space. And as we would say in local language, there's enough space up the Bastille.
Yes,
It's
it
old
is.
Bastille. It's good. Please go up there. Go up there, park, enjoy yourself. So, when you're done, you could go in your car and go home. Yeah.
okay. See, we have so much fun. Sophie, so much we love you. You have so
She
much
checking
fun.
the car first, you know.
We have so much fun. I'm doing my preemptive buttering up so that
So she don't check the car first.
Yes,
Oh
you talk about
boy,
love.
you got caught. You got caught.
So, Traffic Talk is brought to you by Caribbean Alliance Insurance. Let's get over that. Sophie, see you next week.
Yes.
Okay.
The road is now a racetrack, threatening life and property, and all the result of that led to death and injury.
When it comes to the important things in life, your health, your education, your choice of a life partner, and of course your insurance provider, only the best will do. Caribbean Alliance Insurance is the only insurance company in the Eastern Caribbean with an A excellent rating. We have a robust 3-tier reinsurance strategy that protects our policyholders from multiple catastrophes, even if they occur in quick succession. We spread our risks over 18 territories, ensuring minimal impact to individual territories when a disaster strikes. We provide an excellent claims experience. Claim settlement is usually between 24 to 48 hours. Our A excellent rating means that you are more secure with us. Contact us for motor, property, marine, public liability, employer's liability, and other policies. Delisle Walwyn, people you can trust. Local agent for Caribbean Alliance Insurance. Tomorrow secured.
No, this one is for the responsible parents. That is you. Who take care of the picking of them. Lord protect them. And them way back to school. Me coulda write a book about how the summer went. Me know you touch some money that you shouldn't spend. You shoulda follow mine, but you a follow trend. And left the youth alone and gonna dance, not do it again. Yeah, how much we do the edges slip and style the ends. Who party first and the private children. Not even shoes, khaki book, not even pen. And I fi borrow from my next student. In September morning, pick me fi go to school. A bag of money pull up, a selector play no fool, alright. Big up the real parents. Think responsible. September morning, pick me fi go to school. A bag of money pull up, a selector play no fool, alright. Big up the real parents. Think responsible. Inna them head this a go leave an impact. Now mind the youths, them colder than a winter. Buy out the bar, buy out the crates like you a finsack. When you see the school shop, list you miss an instant. Big up the parents who work till them finger blister. Grow the boy until him turn into a mister. You never mind it.
8 minutes after 9 o'clock, and we just had a great traffic talk program. And we continue with today's show. Something I was gonna say, and it kind of slipped me. But yeah, so September morning. That the song is playing. September morning. So I hope everyone got through. I know I had a weekend where we had to prepare for for the kids going back to school and everything. So here's hoping all the parents, you pulled off the near impossible and got the school year started again. Yeah, because I know what that's like. You have to iron for the kids, and you have to. Oh, and like Saturday. So Saturday and part of yesterday, I went to buy the snacks and all that.
No.
Yeah. So.
Because you being a dad. See, I don't know how that goes. I have nieces and nephews that go back to school. I don't go back to school.
Yeah.
So I really
kids
don't
are
know.
expensive though.
I think our parents had the same thing too. You don't think?
Yeah, but I think it was probably easier. I don't know. I was gonna say it's easier, maybe easier in a different way, but harder in a different way.
Oh, okay.
Because I guess back then there wasn't we didn't have all the conveniences that we have now. I mean, like for example, you couldn't get up on a Sunday, for example, usually, and go to a wholesale.
A supermarket.
Yeah.
People revered Sunday back then more, but I think with the increased competition of the other person's opening and people blasting the bigger ones for not being open, they've succumbed to the should I say pressures, and they are now opening and they're seeing the fruits of opening. Because I don't know, boy, as human beings,
8 o'clock now.
As human beings, we need to shop almost every day. And Sunday normally got me. Oh Lord, clear your throat over there. Where I see people, you see everybody in the supermarket on Saturday, and then still on Sunday you see persons in the supermarket. Like, what are you doing in here?
And there's always something you forget.
Oh boy, even though you take a list. Or you go home and you think you have it and be like, oh gosh, so I have to go back tomorrow.
I'm actually pretty good at what's going on in my throat? You think I'm French and I eat frog legs or something. and
oh
whatever.
gosh.
Caller, what's up? Go ahead.
Good morning, Jamsta.
Hey, Culture.
Good morning. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, Kortensia. Thank you for marking me present in class, Kortensia.
Always.
And let me tell me other brother, Jam Dong. Good morning, Jam Dong. Jam, so I was trying to see if I could get you when the police were in there. I was talking about this pedestrian cross down on the waterfront in front of Kentucky.
Yeah.
What they should do with that, if the white is still, sandblast it, and then paint with the white wall black. Then when people come out, they would not see any white, so they would not think it's a pedestrian crossing. They would go somewhere else. What do you think about that?
That sounds like something that could work to me, but culture, the fact that people are so accustomed to crossing there, I think that's what's ingrained in them, because sometimes even if it's painted freshly black, people are still going over it.
Well, you know what the traffic will have to do now, because if they don't put somebody there to direct the people and tell them here is not a pedestrian crossing, see the pedestrian crossing right over there, go and use it.
Yeah, that's
because
what.
If you get bumped and say that you was on a pedestrian crossing, they will be wrong.
Exactly, and that's what the gentleman that called and mentioned. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Maybe he see those as the busiest days down that area. They should put somebody there to ensure that persons are directed to the correct crossing.
Good. And then you see, it is that talking to. We Kittians need, we need some courage in our pocket. Just like how courage does bite your skin. Put some courage in the pocket that when they have to put in and take out the money, that's where the courage can bite them, for the amount of money they got to pay in court. Now, again, let me go to the crime. With such as the kind of crime that is happening in St. Kitts right now, every media platform, there is some kind of talk about the crime and what can we do. Now, a 15-year-old child is reported missing since sometime there last week or whenever. Now, what would happen if that 15-year-old child is in a vehicle with the glass and tint so dark you can't even see ahead in the vehicle? So that is why I agree with them. The tint must not be so dark that you cannot see. The tint must be light enough that you could see at least two persons in there, or one, or whatsoever it is. Because if you put something in your trunk and you don't want nobody to see it, you got to shut down the trunk, nobody knows it's in there. So that's where the tint should be the required shade that from the law. That is all I had to say to the police, but I didn't get in,
Okay. Just
Yes,
call earlier next time. So, how?
You're always on the spot.
Yeah. So you've been listening us online then, right?
Online? No, man. The line don't sell long time since the sugar industry closed. The line sell.
So you're getting us on Radio Culture.
Yeah, radio.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay then.
Okay.
Because I get you out for a couple of days,
Okay.
Yeah. The Spooners was down for a bit.
And what I did, I sent my phone in town close by the station. That my wife could get the get you all there from there, and then I would hear it over here.
Okay.
Okay.
But it's a long landline.
You killing
Okay,
me.
guys.
All right. Have a great day. Okay.
Okay, that's good.
Culture. So, what was I was about to say? I said just sent you the article. Being a resident aviation expert, this was an article that was shared that someone thought might be interested. An enraged passenger smashes computers at airport. He was sold fake American Airlines tickets.
Yeah.
How is that possible?
Yeah, and the fact that he had a hammer conveniently in his bag, was this a pre-attempt? Because his own hammer, it was, I'm tongue-tied. It was his own hammer that he took from his bag.
Yeah, that's kind of odd, right?
Yeah.
Why
I
would you
wonder if
have
he
a-
was going to work somewhere. Maybe he was going to Florida for work and he
Maybe
took
he's
his
a
own
carpenter?
hammer. I don't know. It's
But
just
why do you have a hammer in your carry-on? Because
no, but it's not his maybe.
Well, I'm
maybe it's
assuming.
his check bag. Remember, he's just checking in, so he's not past security or anything. Maybe when it would have gone through security, they might have noticed the hammer. Remember, he's not past TSA or anything.
But
He's
it's in
just
Chile.
he's just checking in. Yeah.
This happened in Chile, so
Yeah.
I don't know if maybe they're lax about that kind of stuff or
But
what.
he didn't check in as yet. He was trying to check in. He was told that his ticket is a fake, and that's where he went off. Because wherever he bought the ticket from, he was scammed.
Oh my! But why would he?
Listen, when people don't understand, and it's bad.
But how was that?
They have so many sites that are around now. People are buying their tickets online. Remember,
Oh my
most
God.
things are you have to either call or you have to go online. Some airlines still sell tickets at the counter, but most of them is online. Yeah, so and then you have a few travel agents around because even their jobs to me are becoming obsolete with everything being placed online now. So if you don't buy from the reputable persons that are there, you're in trouble.
Well, let me ask a question. Do all the taxes apply to a ticket when it's bought online?
Yeah, because some you mean like the departure tax and stuff.
Well, yeah, but there's some other taxes. For example, let's say if someone buys a ticket for you in another country, you still have to pay all those taxes that you would if you had bought the ticket here, whether
Yeah,
online.
because the taxes would be included in the ticket. Yeah, because remember, for most of the countries that would have made the departure tax booth obsolete, the tax is collected within the ticket and then the airlines pay it back to the airport. That's how it's done now. So yeah, all the taxes are collected. Every piece of tax, landing tax, everything.
Cleo says the airport berserker came prepared, which is
that's why I was saying, Cleo, it's like that you knew you had a hammer, so you just went and get the hammer just because you like something.
Nah, I just think he just happened to have a hammer. Maybe he's like a worker. Maybe he was going to another.
That's what I'm saying. But still, why?
I don't know. Maybe he saw a hammer in Chile somewhere that he bought a hammer and he just happened to have it packed.
But I found people are brave to stay there and tape though, because what if he came across to you with the hammer?
I'm betting that's a person who probably does like he's a handyman or
maybe
like
he's into building.
Yeah.
So maybe he was going somewhere. As I said, he didn't pass security just yet. He was checking in. He was told it was fake, and then he just went on his rampage. So I see he caused over $20,000 in damages. So,
Wow.
oh boy.
So let's go to the phone lines. Island T, go right ahead. 919.
Yes, Island T, good morning.
Hey,
Morning,
what's up?
Jamda. How are you?
Morning, Kortensia.
Morning.
How are you all doing?
Good. How the weather treating you?
Well, I just here trying to get me some hedges in the pot to get me ganja tea.
Okay.
Good morning. Jamsta and Kortensia.
Hi.
I was just down the road, in a conversation concerning the coil. And we got some people coming to think it, and they feel this style here change, One of them tell me, "Can come citizen, that crime is money." I told he crime is money in Dominica, not this little country. And this is the problem we're going to have to deal with. You see how bold I be? Coming in front of genuine criticism, chatting nonsense. This is what Kerry can bring to us. You think I could go Guyana go chat stupidness? You could imagine? A CARICOM citizen talking like that. Indian not kill Indian. The boy walking up Park and Beach, he shouldn't be here on Park and Beach. I mean, this people is crazy. I say that to say this. This is why we little country go like this, and Robert watching him won't got a call. Because these young politicians, they're weak. They're weak, they're worthless, and they're greedy. These is politicians. But we can see how the pot cook, We can see how this pot cook. Ain't gonna work, so. It's not gonna work, so. That young man, Milk, should have never lose his life like that. Execution style. But we don't want them thing in Sinkets. And I'm telling her, that the national security need a revamp. urgently, because more politicians and what directors and investigators around the office. It's terrible.
Okay.
It's terrible.
Okay.
I tell you, you take care of yourself.
You too, Jamda.
You don't come last in this race, you know. You don't come last at all in this race.
Okay, Jamda. Okay, great.
You too.
Okay, I was about to say apologies to the caller, but they may have called back. Caller, go right ahead.
Yes, sir.
Hey, caller. Hello, caller.
Good morning.
Hey,
hi.
Cleo. How are you?
Hi,
I'm
Cleo.
good. You guys missed that bad yet? I
Aww.
just got.
You're
I
missing,
just
clearly.
want to say, with the guy that destroyed the TSA equipment, that is what we call a stupid tax. Because now he have to spend money, but he probably don't have. And he got to replace the pay for other people's stuff, and then he's probably gonna go to jail. That's a stupid tax.
But Cleo, the fact
have
that
a
it's
good
in
day.
Chile, that happened. But because it's American Airlines equipment, he'll have to pay America or Chile. What do you think?
Well, whoever American Airlines property, right?
No. So American Airlines then.
It's American Airlines. It's their property.
I don't understand why he chose to take out his hammer and damage stuff. If the lady said it's fake, you didn't buy it from her.
Premeditated. He had a hammer. We do with a hammer anyway at the airport.
As we said, maybe he was going to Florida to work. Maybe I just thought that was weird that he took out something from his bag that he that was
You
weird.
got a hammer. The hammer was not, unless you're sending it through in your luggage. He would not have been able to take it in his carry-on.
But did you see where he took it from? Because I didn't see where he took it from. Because remember, he was just at the check-in, so he didn't really go through TSA or anything just yet.
It's crazy. Poor thing. I'm sorry for him. Poor thing.
Yeah.
That's a stupid tax.
Yeah, because
Have a good day, guys.
You too.
Okay. Yeah, very strange, but is a post here from Canada. As we approach the vibrant and highly anticipated Sugar Mass 53, the St. Nevis National Carnival Committee wishes to reaffirm its commitment to fostering an environment of unity, love, and enjoyment for all stakeholders involved in our National Carnival. Entirely too early for a carnival thing, but anyway, let's get back to it. Caller, go right ahead.
Yeah, Jamsta?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. One time I was coming out of St. Thomas, coming back to St. Kitts, and I had a little small Singer machine can with oil, little palmer hunting, and the lady at the check-in counter tell me, no, I cannot go on the plane with that. I said, this is to oil my machine that I caught me here with, and she take it from me. So therefore, with that, a kind of tool like that, that is a dangerous piece of tool. All he had was to do, put it in his luggage. Not no carry, no walk with it in a little handbag over your back, over your shoulder as a carry-on. You ain't gonna pass with that. Now, let me say something here. 2011, that is when they introduced the CSME without any national consultation that they were going, Dr. Douglas were going to sign on to that. And Junie Loibert station had on questions from people what they think about the CSME. And I tell Junie, I said, Junie, you know what CSME mean? Caribbean Suicide Market Enterprise. And you see where you come to? This thing where they open up and say, walk in free. And just say, well, then that you are a carpenter, plumber, electrician, or whatsoever, musician, or whatsoever it is. A lot of them going to use that as a front to get in our little country could do damage. That CSME should be wiped off, done with it, throw it away. Because we see what happened to the Big Four when we had the Federation. The Big Four, what they said about the little piggy them. But now all of a sudden they're coming with CARICOM and OECS and all kind of freedom, this or freedom that. We are heading for destruction, and when you reach too late, we're going to balance it within, but we well know. But for whatever reason, those who at the head, they were the first person to sign for this year. Anyway, continue enjoying it. Thank you all.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, he makes a good point, and one of the things that a lot of the pro CSME and the pro St. Kitts is a thoroughfare, St. Kitts Nevis is a thoroughfare, people always forget is that these other countries, their populations are way larger than ours. They can swamp us just by sending a fraction of a percentage of their populations. I mean, we're barely 50,000. He has a point. We're barely 50. You can how can you say that we're on equal foot? We are not on equal foot and say, oh, well, we go to the no. The United States is 325 million people.
Yeah.
Haiti is what 11 million people. The Dominican Republic is another whole bunch of millions of people. Jamaica is 3 million people. Oh, shouldn't talk about Trinidad because they don't really come up here like that unless they just come to visit. St. Vincent is 100,000+ people. St. Lucia 100,000+ people.
Guyana.
Dominica, Guyana is about 800,000.
I'm not quite sure of the amount.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But I was just referencing that they're bigger.
Every one of them can swamp us with just a minuscule fraction of their population. They're not saying they can't come, but come legally, right?
Yeah.
And the government has to have some kind of planned.
Everybody always says that.
Planned immigration system.
Because I don't think, let's say half of us can go to a next country and just settle in. They'll
Exactly.
be like,
We can't.
no. What about our people? So to each his own, and they have to come to a consensus where they decide how much.
And like with the Jamaicans, it doesn't seem like there's any discrimination about which Jamaicans come here. I mean, I am pretty sure if you go to most other countries, most of the Kittians, the few Kittians who live there are professionals. You're not going to find an average Kittian in Jamaica. It's probably someone who has, maybe they're working for a Caribbean company, or maybe they went to college and they got married, and maybe they're a lecturer or Barbados, same thing. You hardly see Antiguans here for the same reason.
Yeah, we have a couple though.
Yeah. But,
I know that I understand like the amount.
Yeah, the amount, exactly.
Yeah.
You hardly see Trinidadians.
Yeah, you see them, but as you rightfully say, in a professional standpoint, up.
Yeah.
Bayesians, the same thing. The upper echelons, etc.
Whereas with the Jamaicans, it has to be said. I mean, it's just what was it? What was the criterion? Our
but how
criteria
did the
used for
Jamaicans
them?
though? Because there are other persons here. Why the Jamaicans? You mean because of the CSME, or because of CARICOM?
Everything.
Oh.
Well, it's because part of it is because they act like they own St. Kitts. That's the way they behave. I'm just gonna be real. I'm gonna probably get in trouble, but it's true. It's the way they behave. I mean, you'll have I better hush. But I'm just saying what I know a lot of people are afraid to say. Okay. Because I have conversations with people. Trust me.
Because I never really recognized that.
Yeah.
I guess because I'm not out there, I never recognized that part.
Yeah. Caller, go right ahead.
Jamsta.
Hey.
Everywhere they go, that's how they act. They think they're better than everybody, and they think they own other people's country.
Ooh.
So you don't have to hush. That's their mentality.
I never realized that though.
Their mentality.
Okay.
So don't feel bad saying it. It's the truth.
Oh, trust me, I don't feel bad. I just don't want to.
Think they could take over. I ain't like we running going Jamaica. And the thing what bothers me is that these are the same people use Little Island. And now they're flocking with Little Island. They're almost more than us.
Oh boy.
And they're like flies. They're in every country. Have a good day.
Okay, you too. We have some interesting comments here. Let me see. Burl, I don't know how this came up, but Burl has a comment here about the back and forth about whether PLP was invited to the crime symposium, the immaturity of our leaders, their egos. Well, they did say they were invited, but okay. And Burrow says, also, we are heading for destruction. See what they did to Jesus. Anyone that tries to do good will come up against obstacles. Considering the crime, we are headed towards being like Haiti.
Oh, boy.
Oh, it's a little strong, but let's go back to the phone lines. Island Tea, you're on the air.
Morning.
Hey,
Good morning. How
what's
are
up?
you?
Morning, yeah.
Hey.
The lady picked everything out me mouth what I want to say. That's how them be for real. Look at Labor Day today in Brooklyn and you see them. Anywhere they go, they feel like they run things. For real. That's how they be. Either good and bad one, but trust me, everywhere they go, they feel like they want to own people. Please.
Oh, but believe me, I'll tell you, right? When I'm on YouTube and I'm coming, I go in on them. I let them. I said when they talk, I said, "But why don't you go back to Jamaica and make Jamaica better? If y'all, I don't play with them." In the comments.
They married to you. They want to own your house, and so they don't move for real. Then they will get a handful and take you one. I know them good.
Oh, boy.
You, bye.
Alrighty, thank you, caller. She said she had to run over the one. Oh, boy.
Then let's go back to the comments here, Burl. Lots of clips circulating on social media incriminating certain persons. Why does that happen? Come on.
Especially in government,
yeah.
those persons need to clear their names.
Mm-hmm. And says, and continue. You want to continue with that one then? And then.
Ooh, a next commenter says, I work with a lot of them and they call us island people. But they're an island too.
I guess they're a continent.
So why are we called island people and they're not called island people?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You see, this is why we need to stand up for our islands.
Exactly.
And we need to put our islands more there because, as we said before, everybody would have said, where are you from? The Caribbean. Jamaica. No, there are more islands other than Jamaica in the Caribbean. But I guess everybody makes Jamaica a big thing. Look, one of Tia Murray, she just went to Jamaica again. So all the big stars goes to Jamaica until they find out about St. Kitts.
Oh, she went to Jamaica?
Yeah, she went to Jamaica just recently there. But almost all the big names, as we know. Yeah. Jamaica. So we have to get out there, promote our islands, stand for what we stand for, be an ambassador like they're an ambassador for their countries, and
Caller, go ahead. Yeah, we have a call. Caller, go ahead.
Good morning.
Island
Good
Tea.
morning. Good
Hi.
morning.
Good morning.
Hi,
How are
what's
you?
I'm very well, thanks. How are you?
Good.
Oh,
thanks.
good. Hey, what's up? How are you doing? Mm-hmm.
Good. How we sounding so xenophobic this morning? What going?
Xenophobic?
What's going on?
No, we're just telling it like it is.
We don't want no foreigners?
No, that's not what we were saying at all.
Okay.
We're
You're saying it's too much.
We're just saying that it should be considered. It should be regulated.
Yeah.
We should be more discriminating. That's all we're saying. And discriminate is not a pejorative. Discriminate is a neutral word with a neutral meaning. In this context,
It doesn't sound neutral.
it means, well, because it has been pejoratized over the years because of how people use it. But discriminating meaning you can't just let any and anybody into the country. You have to have standards.
Discriminating, I think.
You have to have
I think
certain
you
criteria.
Discriminating.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you see, Jamsta, this is what happens when you don't have real opposition to government. So the voices of the people can't necessarily be heard, and government can do what they want. They can do what they want because they got nobody to challenge them.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that what? This is what I've been talking about for the last however long. And people have real concerns. You have genuine concerns about the way things are going. I think it was was it earlier this year that Mia Motley was talking about it with the opening up of the borders to other CARICOM members, and I think, what's his name? Was it Gaston Brown who pushed back on it?
Of course. The Antiguans have always been like, no, we're not going in head first with that. And that might be the reason, and I pointed out this last week, this bears considering. That might be the reason why their crime is so much lower. because they have twice our
No, it really
population. Huh? No, serious.
It
I
really
mean,
does need considering for
yes,
sure, because
they have twice
when
our
you look at-
population, and they have half.
Yeah,
They
when you
have
look-
less than half the murders we have at this point in the year. That has that.
And most of their murders, though, are not guns, too. Most of their murders are hatchets and machetes
okay, and
and cleavers, etc.
yeah, and no one can tell me
maybe
that.
they're vetting properly.
Yeah,
Maybe
exactly.
they're
They
proper vetting.
they seem as though that's something they've always done, and we just
Antigua, you mean?
yeah.
But Antigua has and no, I'm not bashing anybody, but Antigua has a large Jamaican population.
Yeah, I know, but maybe they let them in for whatever reason. But what I'm just saying, it's you still get the impression that they're very, they're very discriminating in terms of. Not saying all Jamaicans are bad, obviously.
I think Antigua also has direct flights with Jamaica as well, so that kind of contributes to it. They have a direct access route, but yes, it needs proper vetting. You know, people. I think isn't there a clause that says you must be like coming for work or working professional or something like that? But I think the other caller was saying people just say they're this and they say they're that. I don't know how the checks are done.
But
Do you know how the checks are done?
No, but part of our problem is they separated immigration from the police, but they have never really staffed it up to be able to do what needs to be done as an immigration agency. You know,
right?
I mean, they don't have people who
So let me ask you this: what is the security consensus across the region for people moving about? Because even here in people don't like when I say here in the UK, but here in the United Kingdom, the arrangements that we had with the European Union before, I think before Brexit, meant that you can see data across the superstate across the entire region. So if somebody was, let's say, convicted of a crime over there, or if they were wanted or on bail or something like that, then you could see when they cross the borders what flags up. So I don't know. Do we have that kind of system in place to see?
I have no idea. But
we're asking people how long they're staying in their own country. So I want to know if
Good point. Good point.
If we're properly vetting, because people ain't, we need to know.
Yeah, I've always thought that was absurd.
And then to your point about the size of the larger countries versus the smaller countries, I think with the United Kingdom they had a similar immigration thing with the overseas territories like the Virgin Islands and so forth. Necessarily just go there and live, right?
Exactly. And the other thing I needed to point out about, we have a caller there that just joined you. Hang on there for a caller. One of the things that should be pointed out is, people always talk about toll, the BVI being a lot more restriction. Yes.
Yeah.
But
very.
Part of the reason for that is because they're part of the UK. So, that's something that those kinds of controls.
You have to get a work permit.
Yeah.
Like the Jamaicans that are there, most of them are on work permit.
Yeah.
Once your work permit isn't renewed, you have to leave. Anybody that's in there that's not of the BVI of Tortola or the other neighboring islands, you have a work permit.
Yeah. So
or temporary residency.
Very, 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 very territorial.
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead, caller. Go ahead, caller.
Hello?
Yes, go ahead.
Oh, good morning to you all.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
Hope you're enjoying the day so far.
Oh, yeah, we are.
Yes. Very cool. Now, in terms of the Jamaicans, right?
Yeah.
I understand the position that some people take. But you see me, from my standpoint, I'm not going to blame the Jamaicans, I will not blame them. To tell you the truth, I commend them, and I regard them highly because they, as quote unquote a people, they have pushed themselves and they have promoted themselves and they have promoted their country.
They believe in themselves a lot, right? Now, if they come here, because I have had dealings with one or two, because just a couple months ago, I had to straighten one out. And I had to let her know because, I mean, she came here and the way she was speaking, you know, as though the people them here didn't like her and whatsoever. So I was trying to ask her if it's a matter that she is the one who might have had an attitude towards them. Maybe she say, come out in the morning, she see them and she just, you understand? Because I know we are a people. We are very stupid when we are ready, yeah? But when it comes to people on the outside, we rate them above us. So I found it very, very strange. And I had to let her know back in the time when they had the bauxite. When persons from these smaller islands went there, many of them were told to go back home. Small island people. And don't talk about the Federation and the mother pig and the piglets and all of that sort of thing. I had to let her know. She said she didn't know anything about that. I said you could speak and say whatever you like. But the fact of the matter is, I do straighten them out when needs be. But what I put first and foremost, we are all brothers and sisters. And just like when we have a family and somebody inside that family, within that home, is getting out of line, we straighten that person out, but no love lost. That's how I see it. I would not really look at the Jamaicans and, well, quote unquote, you know, in want of a better word, attack them. We have more problems coming from those from Santo Domingo.
Well, yeah, I was coming to that, but...
Right? More problems from them because some of them have come here and committed murder. Right? But in terms of the Jamaicans, listen, if you go Jamaica and you go downtown, old Kingston, you're going to see a lot of buffs that they have there. And I don't think they have removed them. A lot of buffs, Bustamante and a lot of the others and so on. So the children grow up in a culture seeing all of these things, and they are taught the history in their school. So they grow up with this strong pride and sense of nationality. Okay? They believe in their own, and they spread that. What do we have here? Because we might see these things happening and whatever, and the most that we do is talk. But where is our pride as a people? Where is our pride as to having an identity? We take more pride in what is foreign, and it doesn't matter how we talk. That's why you see, you know, that's why you see I have really turned down my volume, because it's talking, it's not working. It's not working. This so-called common man, like they don't have a voice. Nobody listens.
Amen.
So it doesn't make any sense, right? So let us stay here and let us get our knockout. We call on the immigration department, so to speak, to do their work. But to me, it seems like when they try to do their work, all that whoever has to do is to make a call, and then that call comes back to that department, and they're overridden. So sometimes when we look at it and we say the department, listen, the department, in a lot of instances, people are not allowed to do their work because the politics have so infiltrated. And who is steering the wheel behind the politician? Is them calling the shot. But in another, you know, looking at it another way, I always say I cannot blame the politicians neither, because the politicians is only just a handful of how many when they go in there. The majority of the people are the ones who are complicit in a lot of these things. They're complicit. And so that's why...
Well, also we have no opposition.
Go on. But I tip my hat off to the Jamaicans. I'm proud of them. I am happy for their success. I say more power to them, because I don't think they got where they got by just sitting down. They make it happen for themselves, and everywhere they go, even right now here, there's a dictionary with their own dialect. When we down here telling our children, oh, speak properly, speak properly. You understand? Some of them don't even want to hear the children speak a little dialect. They look down on them. Oh, she speaks so broad. Hear how she speaks. They look down. We don't have no appreciation for what we have. We don't even tell our children, hey, look, yes, okay, this is how it is. You learn the English, you try to understand it. So when you go, there's a time and a place for everything.
Yep.
They want the children to just, you look at the child here. They're going to look at the child here and say, oh, she here, grippy, grippy. Why you don't go and straighten it? This is the mentality that we have.
Yeah, but that exists in Jamaica as well. They have a big bleaching problem over there.
You know, I wasn't going to say that because I didn't want to take much more time.
Okay.
Yes, because that is something that I looked at and I just couldn't reconcile this strong sense of black pride, national pride, along with the bleaching.
Yep.
One time I was over, I was at a business place and they had some Jamaicans there and we got into a conversation and so on. And that same thing came up. And I told them, listen, I don't understand. You all have this strong sense of identity, right? Why all of this bleaching? And you know what the guys said, what all of them said? They said that bleaching is a sign among many that they have arrived. So when they have money and so on, that is what they do. So it's not something to say they feel they have a low self-esteem or they have an inferiority complex because they're not happy about their blackness. They bleach for something else. Some years ago, I also heard it been said that just like here, how it was some years ago, you couldn't get a job or a position in certain business places around town unless you were pale-skinned. Or paler skin.
Yep.
I don't say high color because the black is the highest color that
You
can
are
have.
correct.
Amen.
Exactly.
Amen.
Yes, it's true.
Yep.
Preach, sister.
The lighter, as they say, the skin comes, is the paler it is. It cannot be higher than the black skin.
Yep.
This is the miseducation that we have. So, persons now had to go and bleach to get that position, right? Or mix out themselves to fit in. You see, it's all psychology. And then you have some of them who goes into the movie industry, the music industry. The system dictates. If you want to come here and you want to benefit, it's not about the skill, it's not about the talent. If you want to
how you look,
come here and you want to be promoted, this is our agreement that you will have to sign to. And part of it, you have to marry one of our daughters. Or a paler skinned woman. So you see a lot of these people in these industries marry in like that. They make it seem like that, now they have money, they don't want no black. That is not true. They can't do any better. They are part of the system.
Can I interject for a second?
What they call it here? What they call it? The Byron, the artist?
Yeah.
Look, and you're going to see the same thing happens to him. And they're going to put him, he is already on a path. He is already taken down a path of destruction. You're going to see more and more coming out, especially if there are things that he may not want to do. They're going to have already put him in compromising positions. So if he doesn't want to, they just bring it out on social media. A lot of people don't understand the workings of this system because it is devilish. It's devilish, right? But let us concentrate on the Santo Domingos and all of those. The Jamaicans and so on, they are our brothers and sisters. We can deal with that. Guyanese and all of that, as far as I'm concerned, once they look like us. But what I am saying, once they come in, they still don't you know what I mean? I mean, you were not born here. They just behave yourself. Because that doesn't mean that you are our brothers and sisters. If you do something wrong, you shouldn't be sent back. But we need to look at those who don't see themselves as us. whether in looks or how they feel, and they come and they do as well because they are more of a threat to us,
Okay.
I believe, than the Jamaican. Have a blessed day.
Thank you for your contribution.
Great. Ewan?
Very powerful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was very powerful. I was going to say that, perhaps we need to have some quotas on the amount of arrivals that we can have in terms of people coming to reside in St. Kitts and Nevis from around the CARICOM because we're smaller. Obviously, the bigger countries can take bigger quotas, in a different way. But what she said there is very, very significant, and especially the bleaching thing. I think there's a lot of negative influence around that, Over the years, I think Vibes Cartel had a huge influence on that, massive monopoly on that bleaching thing.
But he wasn't for it at first, though, but then he joined it. And I would have watched bleaching documentaries where Jamaicans said, in order to get the better job, as she would have said back in the day that would have happened here, they say they have to bleach. But the thing is, when their skin turns back, it's darker and it's worse. And there's a lot of complications to it. So I still don't understand what's the complex with this trying to be lighter.
And this isn't Vibes Cartel is a very intelligent guy, so I'm really surprised that he got...
Yeah, he used to bash bleaching before he started bleaching, so I was shocked when he got into it, and then everybody followed him and do the nonsense.
But here's a sick kicker, though. I was reading that the illnesses that he have now...
Is associated?
Because liver toxicity.
So too.
Yes, liver toxicity and so on has been going on because of him doing it for so long. And that's one of the reasons why he's sick now.
I watched a guy said he bleeds so hard, his skin is so thin, it's hard to sleep at night because it burns when his skin rubs against his sheet.
Yeah, because the skin is absorbing in all the chemicals.
Exactly, and the liver has to deal.
Try to clean.
Yeah.
Oh boy. We really don't understand the complexity of it. I watch people with orange heels walking around, black knuckles. Their hand isn't fully completed to match their skin, and it's ridiculous. Caller, go ahead. You're live on Island T. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi, Miss Henry. How are you?
My name wasn't Mark, but that's okay. I'm always here.
I didn't call you? I swore I did.
No, you didn't. You didn't call her name.
I called myself.
Oh, Lord. Okay. I apologize.
I'm tell you that you didn't call me.
Deal with her, Sam. Deal with her. Deal with her. I'm here for it.
Right? Not a visitor.
I'm here for it. Deal with her. As the Jamaicans say, deal with her.
No, have you begun to recruit somebody to replace Azal?
You're up for the job?
Who consider Mr. McMahon? He's not retired,
Okay.
Yeah, other people you could consider. No,
maybe have guest
the last
hosts.
caller made some statement which are not correct, I lived in Jamaica for 2 years. The darker you are, the more they despise you.
But the caller pretty much said that.
Yeah. She said that. She basically said they had to be clearer to get the better jobs. Because I saw the documentary, and that's what the documentary said.
The darker you are, the lower you're considered.
But black is beautiful. Because everybody wants to wear black. We wear black to hide our fat. We wear black so that...
What really beat me, when I went to Jamaica and I discovered that all the leaders are white people, I said, what is this?
Yes, I say that all the time. Oh, Miss Henry, you should see a comment I went in on YouTube with them about that. I said, y'all talking and y'all...
If you got self-respect...
Yeah. And you electing high yellow, as I call it. You electing high yellow and white, near white people.
Yeah, I mean...
For most of you...
Yeah. All of this Rasta talk is fake. Fake. Wow. You line up and then they're killing each other by politicians. And you got to be long and straight. You got tall here. They say tall here. I live on campus. I lived on campus among them. They're very nice people. I love Jamaicans, No question about the Christian and non-Christian. I like the spirit, But I cannot reconcile having all the leaders, because the leaders are looking at work. Some of them are generational politicians. You remember when Newman Simpson Miller was in?
Yeah.
Oh, she too black. And the other black man for PNP.
PJ Patterson, yeah.
Yeah. And the more black people PNP recruit, is the longer they stay in opposition. They took out Manley for what the one name?
Siaga.
And the man was not even born in Jamaica.
But consciously, Jesus is white.
I remember
so this
seeing
is kind of where it comes from.
And I want to point it, because they're a little darker than us. Well, I look like a maroon, so. I couldn't believe the reaction. And they're glad to come out here, because out here they get more recognition. You live in Kingston, you think it's easy for them? It's not easy for black people in Jamaica. It's not easy. They praise their culture, but to me, it is pure contradiction if you like black and this black story and the Rasta story. And all the people you will pick to lead you white, half white, 95% white. I could never reconcile that. But I like the ambition, because if you know the culture and the condition under which most of these black people who come out here live under, man, out here is heaven.
Miss Henry,
Heaven,
you said the same thing I've always said. I was telling them, I said,
you see, people who don't live there don't know it.
Yeah.
I lived on campus.
I mean, you listen to the
see the discrimination.
You listen to the militant and the socially conscious music, and then you see how they all this stuff, and it doesn't make sense.
The Bob Marley story, I reject him. I don't know if you ever read the story of Rita Marley. They used to produce a magazine called She. You remember it?
Yeah, I remember that.
Right, I used to buy all the magazines. She spoke of how he treated her, bringing in all the white women in front of her, having the sexual thing in front of her. When he impregnate them, he bring them and he give for her to mine. She spoke about the disrespect because she's black and because he's half white. He moved towards them. So sometimes the talk and the actual, they don't coincide. But Jamaicans are nice people, And I say, if they could get a chance, the whole of Kingston will come out. You talk about the poverty. The poverty, you think anybody can live a good life in Jamaica and come down to a small island? Don't fool yourself. Survival. I used to go to a church. They come from Waterhouse, all down those places here. I mean, the condition under which people live, if you could help them, you help them out. Because they're friendly people, but don't think about this pride and culture. That don't match. It will never match.
Never understood.
I had a classmate. We wasn't a classmate, but we lived in the same hall. We were all Christians. And he lived Red Hills. In those days, Jamaica had one TV station, one radio station, JBC and one. Up on Red Hills, everybody had one big old dish, like a cable dish in the yard. The gap between the have and the have-nots in Jamaica is from here to England.
Wow.
I mean, you need to see it. Another girl, she was a Christian, was in a Christian group. And her father was once a police assistant superintendent. And where they live, oh God. You going downtown, you see people live in Galvanized Village. The Galvanized hide on the house, And the women live in prostituting. Oh God. My heart used to grieve, I used to feel really bad sometimes I go to church. So this morning, the testimony house have gunman in it, And they're praising God a lot of energy. This morning, all we had to drink was some water, I said, God, if you could praise God and water stomach, So whenever they get a chance to come out, they do. And when they come out, they know what they left behind. It's like when our people went to St. Thomas and St. Croix. Some of them were only living in boxes,
No
had
way.
no way to live, but they understood that the poverty and the deprivation back home was so great that they would exert themselves. So when you see Jamaicans out here working and exerting themselves because they know what they leave behind.
But
they have
Miss
that ambition
Miss
and
Henry,
they have a goal.
well, we have to wrap it up now. But look at who they might be angling to elect as prime minister next. Another pink person. I don't understand it.
Look, that's why
Matt
I don't
Golding.
understand.
I don't. Whatever his name is. I don't understand.
Do they have dark people running for government though?
But they were go, as a
Do
prime
they allow
minister,
them?
They want
With-
want nobody look like them. You understand? Miller and my man get pushed out. All right then.
Okay.
All right, Miss Henry, thank you so
All right,
much.
Ewan, I'll give you a last word, Ewan, and then we gotta wrap up with some. Ewan?
What
Yeah, go ahead. I was saying I'll give
strongly
you.
agree with what Miss Henry said, and our mental complex around how we look and how we treat each other is a serious issue. And I saw the images this morning of the national heroes, some of the national heroes at government headquarters. I think that's a good idea. I think we need to teach that more in the schools, teach the Constitution, and we need to better understand the rules that govern us. I'll leave it there for today.
Yes. Okay. All right. So we're gonna great you and talk to you tomorrow.
Thank you.
So yeah. So we have some interesting comments here. Burley saying there's info now on Google saying Marcus Garvey is from St. Kitts. Well, yeah, there's something.
We had established that, right?
Yes. Somebody says they miss Azad. Hurry up and replace him, please.
But we can't replace Azad with somebody that's not Azad. If you miss Azad, it has to be Azad.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, okay. So we're gonna have to close it down for the day.
Yep.
Think we did okay today?
Yeah, I think we did fairly well. Yes. What do you think?
I think we did.
I think we had an interesting conversation in the last bit of it, and yeah, there's something I always wondered why, because even with the population in Jamaica, a lot in Antigua, a lot of the Antiguans bleach too, and it's not just the Jamaicans that bleach, the
Antiguans?
Africans bleach too. Yeah.
Wait,
So-
the Africans, yes.
Yeah, so the Africans and the Jamaicans, I don't know if they're the ones that put the culture on the Antiguans, but the Antiguans bleach a lot as well. Yeah.
Would you say we have a lot of bleaching here? I mean,
It has started.
It has started.
It has started. Yeah. Some people's faces are even turning back and they're getting darker. And I look at them and I'm like, what are y'all doing to your skin? Because they're mixing a bunch of things together to accomplish this color that was not bestowed upon them at their birth, which is sad.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Okay. And on that note, we're gonna shut it down for today.
Yeah.
Don't forget we have Voices coming up at 11 with Socrates, and don't forget you guys want some great music. Join me on winmediaskn.com and WinFM 989 at 1:30 for
Spin Cycle.
The Spin Cycle.
Alrighty. Well, same place, same time tomorrow, guys. Thank you for listening and tuning in. And for those who I missed, I'll make it up to you. Don't worry. Have a great day.
Mind the daughter now she turn minister. Love for orientation and absent.